Welcome to Newfound Memories, a podcast by Dustin's Randomness.
I don't know what that was. So, editing. Still don't like it. Still not fun. It's better than it used to be. Okay, I used to literally despise editing. Now I actually do spend a good amount of time trying to edit my videos. Used to be, I would, if it was lucky, I would slap a intro and an outro on it and be like, well, there you go. And then in the video, I'm telling myself to edit stuff into the video. And then I don't edit it into the video. But I must start putting more effort into my editing. Just recently, the Siege X video that I posted today, well, yesterday, it's 3 in the morning. Yesterday I posted a Siege X video. I recorded that last week and edited it today and yesterday. Either way, edited it and posted it, and it took it was an hour and a half recording. It took roughly maybe 2.5 hours to edit, something like that. But that was only just because I had to watch the whole video, and the whole time I'm watching it, I'm picking parts that I want to keep in the video and picking parts that I want to take out of the video. So the whole time I'm just sitting here watching myself play a video game or something like that. At least this time there was somebody else playing the video game, okay? It wasn't just me. But the whole time I'm just sitting here watching, just like, hold on, just like, just picking and choosing things to go into a video, which I guess is part of it, but I don't know. It's a little weird. It's hard to. It takes so much time. It takes more time to edit a video than it does to record or post. So, yeah, I don't know, man. That's about all I have for that. I don't know. I just don't like editing. Still, believe it or not. I just watched a video from I don't even remember what it was from. It was before the first anniversary of the channel. And I've realized that I didn't even acknowledge the 2nd year anniversary of, is it 2nd or 3rd? See, that's sad. I don't know if it's the 2nd or 3rd year since I've had this channel. Think it's 2nd. No, because it's after. So this would be the 3rd. So I've just realized September 6th. Look at that. You can actually kind of see it. I don't know. September 6th is channel anniversary. Okay. So I missed that. I was actually at work that day. And while I don't currently have a job because, fun times. Anyway, I had to work that day, and I didn't even think about the channel anniversary. So, my bad, guys. I completely missed that. There won't be a best of 2025. I did make a video titled Best of 2024, which included a couple things from 2025 because I didn't do anything in 2025. So there's maybe like 4 videos to choose parts from for 2025. So I'm hoping I will make enough content to have a best of 2026. It's only January, and I have tried my best to put out a bunch of videos. Um, I'm trying to post every week. That is my goal, to post at least once a week. So far, it's already been more than once a week, even though it's already been 2 weeks. But I've posted 6 or 7 videos. Don't you dare say it. I swear to God, I know I saw it flash into your brain. If you say 6, 7 right now, I will find you, my friend. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled programming. I don't understand how that became a thing, okay? Like, out of nowhere, my brother and sister are just going, Sam. Bro, shut the fuck up, man. Also, another thing, real quick, because ADHD, I'm gonna try to start censoring myself again. I've realized, going back and watching old videos and then watching new videos, that I didn't actually curse at all in the old videos, and when I did, it was for mostly dramatic effect. Now, I've just kind of gotten used to not censoring myself, so I'm going to try to censor myself for YouTube so that they don't age restrict my videos. But, anyway, they probably still will, because in some of them I smoke, so it's either way, it doesn't matter, okay? Also, since the video got taken down where I originally introduced this concept, I'm going to start trying to make some content based around marijuana. I know, crazy shit, right? Crazy shit, but it's okay. I have a med card. It's alright. Don't freak out, okay? Don't go call the DEA or the FBI or whatever you're doing right now. It's fine. It's okay. Just bear with me, alright? I'm gonna start trying to make some content based on that whenever I actually get a job, So, let me know what kind of things you want to see. At one point, I want to attempt the 1 gram dab challenge. Unfortunately, I don't currently have really a way to do that, or a gram of dabs. So, we will see how that stuff goes. But, I've done a little bit of testing the waters on YouTube, posting a couple things, to see what YouTube would do about it. A couple of them got taken down, a couple of them got age restricted, and a couple of them, they didn't fucking care. So, I'm gonna take the third one. So, either way, I'm gonna try to start doing stuff like that. Like, currently, I've had this dab press over here for a really long time. I haven't used it at all. It just kind of sits there, over there on a nightstand. And maybe one of these days, when I have the money and I have the time, I can make a video making some dabs, or I can make a video maybe teaching people things about this, because you'd be surprised how many people don't know anything when it comes to this stuff. So, like, even when I started in, like, fucking July to August of 2024, like, I didn't know shit. I thought I knew, because, they teach us about marijuana in school. They teach us that, it's this bad thing that could cause depression and people go and kill themselves and it's the gateway drug. Don't do it. It's bad. But if you have the things wrong with you where you actually need it, it's not a bad thing. And you'd be surprised how many things it actually qualifies as medicine for. Recently, Donald Trump, the big Trumpster himself, the man, the myth, the Cheeto man, he rescheduled marijuana to a Schedule 3 drug. Now, that doesn't really... It kind of makes it more legal, more or less, but it reduces a couple fines, I think, and it just makes it more accessible. It makes it to where it's not super restricted. People are now allowed to do research. Universities can get grants to do research on it. We can actually learn the adverse side effects or good side effects or anything that actually is legitimately coming from the plant, and all this other stuff that we can actually do now. It does, that isn't saying that it's anywhere near recreational. It still very much depends on what state you live in. Here in Arkansas, it is not recreational, and it is not legal to smoke weed unless you have a medical marijuana card. So, now, another thing a lot of people don't know is you don't have to be 21 to get a medical card. I thought you had to be 21. Turns out you only have to be 18 and have one of the lists, one of the things in the list that they have. So, which is pretty extensive. There's a lot of the people nowadays, especially with how our generation is, has a lot of the stuff that is on this list. So it's not as difficult as people say. Now, it is expensive, but the whole thing is an expensive habit anyway. So if that is something you're looking to get into, I believe there's a government website for it. And I signed up. I live in Arkansas, so it was AR Cannabis Clinic. And I've been told that that's not actually the cheapest option, but it's the option I used anyway. It seemed the easiest. They let you literally call in over the phone, and then they diagnose you and put whatever. Doesn't matter. Point is that that's going to be content in the future. Yeah. Fun times. The PC is in another case now. It's in the old one. It's the same case. It's the old the like gray case I had before. That new case sucked, man. I don't know who built that or like why they did it the way they did it, but it sucked. And I do not know why it was built that way, but it was really, really dumb. I will say that. We'll say that. Now, I have no idea how that actually sounds over the microphone, so that's going to be great in editing. You may never see the light of day. Who knows? Maybe I'll keep it in. Who knows? Did you hear about the phone scam? People got scammed out of a phone by the president. Crazy work, man. That's wild. That's actually crazy. It was supposed to be some like golden phone that I don't even remember. It was supposed to be a golden phone that was like affordable to the people, and then people went and bought it and never got it. So that's a thing. I don't know if you guys have been paying any attention to what's been going on in the world right now. Shit's a little crazy. If you haven't turned on the news in a little while, you might wanna go check that out. Some shit's happening. Iran is in. I don't remember the day of the protest, but they shut the internet down a while ago. And historically, when that happens in Iran, that's not a good thing. And from what I've seen and from what I've watched, there seems to be like a death toll and somewhere in the thousands, which is actively insane. And we, meaning our president, told them that if they started shooting, we'd start shooting. They started shooting, we have not started shooting. Now, considering we've already bombed Iran one time, we already airstriked a place in Syria containing ISIS, and we already airstriked a place in Nigeria containing ISIS, and we also went and kidnapped a fucking president and his wife Who knows? We might just do it. It might be a thing that happens. We might just decide, you know what? Fuck that guy. Bomb him. But the big thing is I'm wondering how we're going to pull this off. I'm wondering if it's going to be like a similar circumstance to the Venezuelan thing, because we can't necessarily just bomb Iran, because the whole thing is Iran shooting the protesters and killing the protesters. If we just bomb Iran, we could kill the protesters, and that's not what we want. So I'm wondering if they're going to do the same thing they did in Venezuela. Which, also, another thing connecting to that thing, this is going to turn into a podcast. Another thing coming off of that thing. Did you guys hear about the sonic weapons we're using in Venezuela? That's a real thing. There are eyewitness accounts by the Venezuelan army that we went in and a couple dozen men, killed a few of them in a matter of seconds, and debilitated the rest of them in a matter of seconds with a weapon that they could only describe is generating an intense sound in their brain that made them feel like their head was exploding and made them bleed out of their nose and their mouth. We are using sonic weapons in Venezuela. Now, we owe so many conspiracy theorists so many apologies already, but this is another one of them. So, that's interesting. Weird timing, considering, like, the first half. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Stranger Things, the first half of the last season, just skip to, like, fucking 2 minutes ahead, okay? There you go. So, at one point, 11 and Sheriff Hopper, what the fuck, Dustin? Hopper, 11 and Hopper go to the Upside Down, and they find this giant wall that is impenetrable. And when they find this wall, the military finds them. So the military has finally come up with something to use against someone like 11, and uses sonic weapons on the top of a truck. Now, watching this, you'd think that there's no way they'd come up with this in the 1980s, 1990s. That's when the show's based, right? 1980s, 90s. Guess what? We actually invented the technology in the 90s and probably the 80s. Actually, there's a patent, I believe. Maybe, if I remember totally correctly, I could be 100% wrong right now, okay? So don't quote me. I think we have a patent somewhere in the 1800s where somebody built a sonar weapon. Now, could be totally wrong. Sounds wrong. I just think I saw it somewhere. It could have been for a completely different patent of something. But who knows? It could be right. I don't know. But we're using sonic weapons now, and that's weird. It's interesting. So, I wonder if we would do the same thing in Iran if it came down to it whenever they went to go get Khomeini or whatever his name is. So, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I sure don't. China wants to take Taiwan. We want to take Greenland. And Russia's still trying to take Ukraine. So, it's really hard for everybody to be mad at Russia nowadays because hypocrisy and all that. But I believe that Trump has joked around about taking Canada, and he also wants to take Greenland. Now, I am not in any way in politics. I'm not ever going to choose sides because honestly, all the sides are bad. So, don't put me in like a left or right category, okay? I'm in the middle. Who knows? I'm in the middle. I'm not a left or a right. I don't know. So, not trying to get like into political arguments because I don't care. Both sides are usually wrong in my opinion. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. If we could all just, get along once in a while, that'd be pretty cool, if the countries could just not continuously fight over borders that were made by Britain and drawn on maps. Are you fucking crazy? We made the fucking borders. Why are people fighting over this thing called money, this thing that has so much power? It's a piece of paper. It's literally a piece of paper with some fucking cotton woven in it or something. Like, what are we doing? The whole world is falling apart because everybody's worried about a piece of paper. Crazy. Economy is now at such a high importance that people literally use it to stop and start wars. And it's always been that way. We're fucking dumb as a species. We became so self-aware that we had to fucking figure out a way to cut ourselves down, and we did it. We did it successfully. We gave ourselves the one thing that we can't live without, and we invented it. It's insane. Actually dumb. Yeah, that's how I feel about that. I think money's stupid, and we need to go back to the trade and barter system. Because why did we give so much power to a piece of paper that it can literally end thousands, millions, even billions of lives just over it? That's insane. We should have never given ourselves something like that. Like the atomic bomb? We shouldn't have built the first one, much less all the ones after it that are hundreds of times stronger. What the fuck are we doing? We are so stupid as a species. It's actually insane. We do everything we can to destroy ourselves instead of making ourselves go further. It's insane. Actively insane. And I don't know, maybe some people maybe some people think differently. I don't know. If you think there's some big thing that money's actually helping with, that couldn't also be solved by getting rid of the damn money, let me know. Because as far as I can see, money is literally the main thing that causes conflict in everything. Everything. Politics. World geopolitics. Fucking literally going to the store, dog. Like, people are ridiculous when it comes to money for no reason. People will literally do anything for a little bit of money. Anything. Kill somebody, doesn't matter, they'll do it. Go, it doesn't matter. Whatever thing that you put in front of that, people have done it for money. That's insane. Actively insane. And we are, as a species, are actively insane. Kind of crazy. Maybe one day we'll figure it out, but it certainly isn't anytime soon, because why would it be? Everybody, the whole of the world is just been manipulated into fighting each other over nothing. Nothing at all. Literally anything. We've been manipulated into seeing each other as enemies instead of the people who are manipulating us into seeing each other as enemies. It's stupid. It's actively, I don't even know. And then everybody's gotten to the point where everybody's so sensitive and everybody's offended by everything. And despite there being so many things in active, like, pop culture and active media and all this stuff that even make fun of the fact that people are this sensitive and that actually call people out on being like this, it's still a thing. And everybody's still sensitive about everything. You can say one word and it could ruin an entire day for somebody. Why would you give somebody the power? Why would you let yourself be so sensitive that somebody saying one word could ruin your entire day? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you give somebody that kind of power? Why would you care that deeply about this one word which doesn't really affect you, you just hear it? It's really strange. I don't know. And that goes towards, and it's not towards any one group of people. It's towards everybody. Everybody, every group of people has something that part of that group of people are consistently just ridiculously offended about. And the list grows by the day. Like, I've heard some crazy stuff that people find offensive, and I'm like, literally, at some point we're gonna end up where no one's allowed to talk. We aren't allowed to be honest with each other. Honestly, we'll be fucking banned. And what will we do? We'll smile and be happy about it. You know why? Because they'll tell us that it's gonna help. It's gonna help, and honestly, it might. If people would actually just shut up and listen once in a while, just like not get offended by everything they say and not just shut down everything they say, maybe we'd get somewhere as a species. But guess what? We won't. It'll never happen. Now, that may be the pessimistic worldview. I am a pessimist. I'd rather call myself a realist, but let's be honest, I'm a pessimist. And it's just only ever seems to get worse. Despite everything. Despite, like, the whole world knowing that these things that are happening shouldn't be happening, they just continue happening. Over and over and over and over again. And what's gonna happen? Earth releases things like COVID, like whatever else pops up, monkeypox or whatever. We're actively, at some point, there's gotta be a purge of everything, you know? Like, the nature's just gonna fucking release hell, you know? And it's only a matter of time, and we only know that because the world's done it over and over again. Do you think this is really the hottest the world's gotten? Do you think it's anywhere near the hottest? No. The world used to be a fucking fireball. So, that's fine. And now, and then it froze over. Like, the whole thing just froze to death. And then now we're thawing out again. And humans are only pushing this process way faster than it was supposed to go, by the way. Because the ice sheets melting is what's causing the rise in sea level and everything else. And we are just pushing it further and further. Like, come on, please melt. Kill us all. Yes, release everything that hasn't been out in millions of years. Let's all just do it. And we accept this fate with a smile on our face because we're all so dumb. Anyway, none of this is getting posted. I'm on a random rant. Maybe one day this will get posted if I'm just that bored. But, that was supposed to start out as an editing rant, and it just turned into an everything rant, so maybe we'll cut it into parts. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, goodbye. That's it. That's all you get.
What's up, mate? If you like today's Newfound Memories podcast, be sure to subscribe to Dustin's Randomness for more random content.